What's going on, my good people? I hope all is well with y'all. This your boy Life Up the Entertainer here to bring you Texas Southern's homecoming performance for their field show. Okay, this is the only field show I have not graded for Texas Southern. I saw there was some other stuff, but some other stuff we needed to grade, and that kind of came up like last minute. So I'm gonna be grading that too. It was interesting. It was some type of Battle of the Bands or something that did, and it was UAPB and Langston was there. So I'm gonna catch that footage for y'all as well. So be looking out for that video, not next week, but 2 weeks from now. And then Texas Southern will have their official grade. So they'll be officially done. But this is the only field show I haven't graded. So we're gonna get into that action as far as that. I don't know if they did a field show at that Battle of the Bands. I don't know, but we'll grade that too if it is, But for on my radar, as far as no other band being there, this is it right here. So this is their homecoming performance. We are not catching the stand tunes or nothing like that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that because I mean, it'd be different if they had a fifth with another band, then we grading it. But since it's just one field show, that's just what we're gonna go with, okay? But Texas Southern's a nice band to look at overall. They have a creative book. I always enjoy looking at them and listening to them. They book is strong. So with that being said, look to the cards next to me so you know what we'll be grading. We'll be grading entrance, songs, formation, dancers, and breakdown, okay? So if the band is able to get 5 in each of those categories, they will get 25. So they will also get a perfect field show rating from me. I also have a creative department, and so if they do something unique or interesting on the field, I can give them extra incentive. So let's say that they didn't get a perfect field show rating if they didn't do too good in some categories. If they do really good in their creative, that can actually boost their grade. So if they get a perfect field show, they would get a dub on their record from me. Also, if they was to make a 27, they would get a dub from me. So if they don't get a perfect and at least get a 27, I would give them some grace and give them a dub, okay? Anything lower than that, they won't get it, okay? That's not me hating on them or nothing like that, but that's just how I feel, okay? This record is going to tie into my swag tier list. So for marching bands, and so be looking out for that video soon. It's going to be coming out by the end of this month, hopefully, if everything goes right. But I should be done with the swag tier list pretty soon. So y'all be looking out for that, man, and show y'all boys some love. So if you like that type of content, please consider subscribing here. Be a part of this family and like up this video. Thank y'all so much in advance. Let's get into the action. Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've been waiting for. Today, we celebrate the excellence, achievement, dedication, legacy, and commitment of one of the world's premier marching bands who continues year in and year out to take us to new levels.
I do like that though. I can everybody sitting that kick. That's pretty good. Looks like the 8 to 5 was definitely there too. Looks really good.
And dominant combat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's another the Texas Southern University Ocean of Soul. The band will now take you with persistent trip to the sounds of Say, Say, Say by Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. for your listening pleasure, under the direction of Assistant Band Director and Chief Arranger, Mr. Trenton Hunter. The Ocean Soul will pay tribute to one of the world's greatest entertainers. Ladies and gentlemen, Southern Girl by Bays, featuring Frankie Beverly. To participate in today's halftime performance, please stand with us and sing TXSU.
fact that she got tossed all the way up in the air.
Use the chord progression plugin that should probably be illegal. Some music producers will say that it's cheating. The highlight of the field show, man, for me. Let's see what this breakdown hitting on.
Alright, let's give it a grade. Let's give it a grade. Alright, so creative, I'm going to give creative a 5. Entrance, I'm going to give them a 5. Songs, a 5. Formation, a 5. Dancers is a 5. If I could rate it higher, I would. Breakdown, I'm going to give breakdown a 3. Alright. What carried them was them. They was going to get a 2. But, you know, they only gave me just really 2 features. And, you know, neck is what they did. They combined song with and they did dance it in it. So we'll take that. Alright. But it was not a perfect field show because I feel like they just needed more pieces. But let's see if it was enough for them to get a dub for this one, okay? They got a 28. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Texas Southern got a dub on the name. Put a dub on their name. Fire! There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It was a good field show. Very entertaining to look at. Well, it had me on the edge of the seat with the dances. They did pretty good. You know, it's a lot of creative moments in there. I think that's what made the field show. There was a couple other things. One thing I really wish they would have done was incorporate just a little bit more of a breakdown. You know, they just gave me one thing and then went into neck, but it is what it is. I mean, it was just 2 points away from being a perfect field show. If they would have had that, they probably would have got a perfect 30 from me. So, but it was pretty good, very interesting to look at. You know, I loved it. So, you know, we definitely going to do that, man. So, they have another Battle of the Bands. I haven't graded, and so if y'all want to see that, please consider subscribing to this channel, like up this video. It really means a lot to me. We just got one or 2 more grades for Texas Southern, and they'll be done for the season. Okay, so with that being said, man, I really enjoyed myself. I hope y'all did too. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, and like I tell y'all always, deuces.